Imagine being the most powerful person in the world, unlimited freedom, but with constant threats, wars, diseases, betrayals. Sounds contradictory, doesn't it? But that was the daily reality of Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who, despite his power, faced challenges that would make anyone feel powerless. Today I'm going to reveal how he found in Stoicism an astonishing antidote to dissatisfaction, a philosophy that transformed not only his life, but mine as well. Before I start, I want to thank each of you for your incredible support. Your actions not only help me, but also unite us in the journey to explore wisdom that can change our lives. Let's discover together how the strength of an emperor can inspire our lives today. Moving on in the narrative, it's intriguing to reflect on why some people choose not to respond in certain situations. It can feel like treading on delicate ground. However, someone's lack of response is not a sign to give up or surrender. But how then can you turn this apparent rejection into a positive turnaround? By the end of this video, you will have effective strategies to deal with indifference and discover how reverse psychology can be a powerful ally in making the person reconsider their attitude. Before we continue, I'd like to ask a favor. If you can, please leave a like and activate the notification bell. This simple gesture has a great impact, as it helps the YouTube algorithm understand that you appreciate our content, thereby increasing the video's visibility to more people. I greatly appreciate your support. Firstly, it's essential to ignore those who try to diminish your worth. In the face of coldness and disinterest, it's crucial not to be shaken, but to rise above these circumstances. Ignoring someone who rejects you is not an act of hostility, but a powerful statement of self-esteem. Imagine someone considering your time worthless. You're not the one losing in that situation. By choosing not to engage, you are in fact reaffirming your own value. It's like holding up a mirror in front of yourself, reflecting and demonstrating that such behavior doesn't affect you. But how do we achieve this without becoming bitter? The answer is simple. Focus on your life, your goals, and your happiness. Dedicate yourself to enriching activities like reading, playing sports, learning new skills, or simply enjoying the company of those who value you. It's not about seeking retaliation, but rather redirecting your energy to what really matters. Yes, sometimes you will be ignored. However, instead of dwelling on this rejection, turn it into a drive for your personal development. Strengthen your self-esteem and let the indifference of others dissipate in this empowerment. You're not just resisting rejection, you're thriving in spite of it. This dedication to self-development is a sign of emotional maturity, showcasing your inner strength. Remember, your worth is not diminished by others' inability to recognize it. Stay true to yourself, letting your actions speak louder than the silence of others. Avoid impulsive reactions and opt for thoughtful responses. Maintaining your dignity and self-respect in challenging moments is a demonstration of strength and an affirmation that you are resilient in the face of indifference. Second key point. Free your mind from them. The art of detachment proves to be a crucial tool in your strategy set. Erase them from your thoughts. This doesn't mean denying or pretending that rejection doesn't hurt, but rather redirecting that experience into something that promotes your growth. Begin this process by acknowledging the rejection and feeling its impact, but don't let it dominate your thoughts. Like a seasoned sailor in turbulent waters, use the waves to propel your journey, instead of allowing them to sink your boat. To transform rejection, it's necessary to change how we perceive it. View rejection not as a blockade, but as a signpost directing you toward new paths and opportunities. dedicate yourself to activities that nourish your essence and broaden your horizons. Dive into a challenging read. Practice a sport that tests your limits, or engage in community projects that offer innovative perspectives. These experiences are not merely pastimes, but platforms for self-discovery and personal growth. Each new adventure contributes to your resilience and adaptability. Moreover, it is vital to cultivate a circle of positive influences. Surround yourself with people who encourage and inspire you. Share your aspirations and listen to theirs in an environment that fosters mutual growth. It's important to remember that rejection does not define your worth. It represents an invitation to rediscover and reinvent yourself along this journey. You will realize that what once seemed like painful rejection was, in fact, a push towards a more rewarding path. Avoid reacting in an emotionally impulsive way. Third essential point: avoid impulsive emotional reactions. When faced with rejection, it's natural to feel a wave of emotions, to want to respond and let your feelings overflow. However, there's a valuable technique derived from the Guide to Serenity. When you are dismissed, it might be tempting to give in to frustration or sadness. Yet, Stoicism, a philosophy as relevant today as in ancient Greece, offers us an alternative perspective. It encourages us to adopt a reflective and calm posture. This doesn't imply repressing emotions, but avoiding letting them control us. When ignored, instead of getting upset or seeking external validation, take a pause and reflect. Why does this affect me? Often it's not the rejection itself, but our own insecurities that hurt us. Practicality is key. If you are being ignored, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this moment does not define who you are. It's just a passing instance. Stoicism guides us to focus on our actions and reactions, not the behavior of others. Therefore, remain polite and kind. If you feel the need to interact, do so sincerely and without expectations. This stance is not passivity, but emotional control. Recognize that your self-esteem is not tied to others' approval. Your true power lies in how you respond, not in how you are treated. While adopting this mindset is not easy, it is certainly transformative. By maintaining serenity in the face of rejection, you are not just managing a difficult situation, but growing. You learn that your inner peace does not depend on external validations. This is a journey towards self-confidence, where self-worth is learned independently. By adopting this approach, you display authentic strength and resilience. And that, in itself, is tremendously attractive. People are naturally drawn to those who exhibit self-assuredness, who do not get destabilized by the first sign of indifference. By remaining calm, you not only face the situation but also thrive in it. You transform into someone capable of handling rejection, using it as a catalyst for personal growth. This is Stoic wisdom, a path of personal strengthening and emotional balance. Fourth and fundamental aspect: demonstrate your value. This is a true test of your resilience. View each rejection not as a setback, but as an opportunity to display your strength and capability. When you are overlooked in a meeting or for a promotion, take a deep breath. Instead of succumbing to self-pity or resentment, redirect that energy into positive and constructive actions. Work on a project that showcases your skills or take the lead in a new challenge. Remember, your value is not diminished by others' lack of recognition. On the contrary, it's an opportunity to shine even brighter. Unfazed by disregard, remind yourself of the proverb, when one door closes, another opens. This is not merely a consolation, but a blueprint for action. Rejection does not reflect your intrinsic value, but can be a redirection to where your skills are most needed. If you are being overlooked for a position, it might be a sign to seek something more in harmony with your talents and passions. Use this as a stimulus to reassess and realign your strengths, looking for ways to maximize them. It's time to forge your own narrative of success, where each adversity serves as the backdrop for a triumphant comeback. It's not about feigning happiness in the face of disappointment, but about embracing the full range of emotions and moving forward with grace and determination. Stoicism guides us to focus on what is within our control, our actions and reactions. In the face of rejection, practice empathy, both with yourself and with others. That colleague who appears indifferent might be facing their own battles. Expand your understanding, not as a sign of weakness, but as an indication of your strength. Grow from these experiences. Affirm your value. Reflect, learn, and like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of rejection stronger and wiser. Thus, rejection is not the end of your story, but a turning point that propels you to become the most authentic and resilient version of yourself. Face it with the wisdom of the ages.